Good morning, Nabiha.
Good morning.
How do you feel since our last session?
I feel a little better. I'm trying to do well, but I think there's still some things that I can share with you about
Actually,
my experience.
yeah, for sure. We here just to help you and to hear you, so feel free. So, how do you feel
Mm,
since last session?
since the last session, I learned a little bit more about my experience, and talking about it actually expressed how I really feel about the whole situation,
Mm,
about my challenge, the challenge that I faced.
okay,
So I think I want to uh, make sure in the future that I don't go through as many challenges with my relationships or friendships.
mm-hmm. So this is your goal.
Yeah.
But did you try anything last 2 weeks to help yourself to feel better? I mean, did you engage in any social activities? What did
Mm.
you do?
So I actually did engage in some social activities. Like I hung out with my friends and I
Okay,
went to their house and we had a lot of fun.
okay,
And I
sounds good.
also tried to focus a little bit more on myself,
Okay.
like process my thoughts and think about think work on my inner self,
Oh, this is sounds good.
and so I can like process like what I really went through and how I really feel.
Mm,
So yeah, it really like gave me some insight, and I did like a lot of reflection as well,
I see.
that maybe it's not all my fault. Like I think there were some things that I thought I was blaming myself for,
Mm,
like all of it, but it's like it's also on them.
okay. So you feel like you are not feeling guilty that much now?
Yeah, in the beginning I was feeling all the guilt, putting all the guilt on myself. Like I
Mm,
thought I was the one responsible for um
things
like
doesn't
for
work. Mm,
responsible for breaking things up, or like responsible for like everything that happened.
mm,
I mean, I am responsible, but I think I was taking it too much,
okay.
or I'm
You
just
put.
not sure. I felt way too bad about the whole situation.
Okay. I'm so glad really to hear that. And how
Mm.
do you feel now? I mean, after you reflect all the things, do you feel like because I remember last time you mentioned that you feel lonely. So nowadays, do you feel less lonely after you did all the things, reflecting?
Yeah, I do feel less lonely. I think I was in my past friendship, I think I was just too emotionally dependent on my friend. And so
Okay.
I realized that I think I should try to keep boundaries with everyone and not rely on them too much emotionally, because I think for her, I after I did my reflection, I realized that it was too much for her.
Okay.
And so that's why our friendship, it fell apart,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why she just couldn't handle our friendship, and I just couldn't like be the friend that she wanted. And
Mm.
she also, like, for me she was the friend that I wanted, but for her, unfortunately, I wasn't the best type of friend.
I see. Actually, to be honest, I'm so proud of you saying these things and loudly. You admit what you think, you have to work on it, and at the same time, you are fair enough with yourself. So you're not put that, how can I say that? You don't put pressure or guilty on yourself. So I really can um, sense the maturity of what you are saying now. But you mentioned that you want to put boundaries in your future friends, so you are not rely on them emotional. How do you plan to do that?
I think I want to at least like first analyze if I'm getting too far with someone. Like, the thing is, I think I did it without realizing.
Mm,
Like, I need someone, so I just call them, I just text them, I reach out to them because I'm like, I need someone. but instead I want to work inwardly. Like maybe I shouldn't need anyone. Like maybe I should just not ask for help.
Do
Like I
you,
don't know, my parents, they always say that you should ask for help, but and like when you do need, like as humans we are social and we need to be around people,
mm,
but I just feel like maybe it's too much for people, or maybe they think I'm too much, like too dependent. And I want to be independent because my goal is to be like, I want to be financially independent. I want to like take care of myself. I don't want to rely on others like that, or like make myself a burden on them, or they feel
okay,
like I'm a burden to them.
okay. You said that at the beginning seem like you understand, you want to put boundaries, so you don't want to rely on people. But when you say you feel like a burden, did you feel this type of feeling from different people, or only one person make you feel like when you call them, when you need them? Because in friendship, in true friendship, whenever happens, you want to help them. You want they call you at the first, you want they text you. So if I ask you now, if you have close friend, for example, and you really appreciated that friend, and she maybe went through terrible or something, and immediately she call you, immediately she text you, she's saying, Nabiha, I went through that and that, I want to talk to you. Or maybe she call you immediately, do you gonna feel like this is type of burden, why she call me, why she need me? Or for you?
Personally, it maybe it can get too much. Like if it's like too much, it depends. Because but the thing is, I
Mm,
love my friends. Like when you love someone, I feel like you will do anything for them. And
okay.
like I think she picked up my calls out of love. She did love me, but I think I it was just too much for her to handle. Like my problems would stress her out, and she would get stressed out. And I didn't mean it that way. I just wanted someone to listen to me, I
Hmm.
think. And she
So,
was there for me. She was like a really,
mm,
really good friend.
but I don't know. You said that you don't feel that guilty anymore, but the way you telling me the story, you still put some, how can I say that,
Mm,
you still blame yourself under the surface by feeling that you was the one who put pressure, you was too much. But what I understand from what you say, actually, I feel you feel hard or painful because the person that you rely on them because you trust their true friend, all this time they feel pressure on. So you didn't even realize that time they don't feel like your texting or your calls were welcome that much. So, but in your opinion, if you want to think, do you think maybe because both of you have different needs, it's not about because you're a bad person or because you put pressure, but maybe because you have different needs. Some people they feel their limit. Maybe you and your old friend you weren't in the same page.
yeah.
But does that mean there no one out there match your needs? I don't think so. I mean, if you someone, when you feel close to someone, you love to share them, what's going on, you love to hear their opinion, and it's make you feel like you are close by this way. There are a lot of people out there have the same mindset. You understand me?
Mm, yeah.
So I just want you to make sure you are not blaming yourself much about it.
Mm,
You can respect her boundaries, you can respect her choice, her limit, but that not mean there's something was wrong with you, so you have to, when you tell me that you want to settle boundaries, I thought maybe you just want to make sure the other people at the same page with you, they welcome your text, your calling, not to change the whole idea, the way you connect with your friends.
mm,
You understand me?
mm, yeah, I
So
understand.
yeah, So try just to make sure you're not blaming yourself, because it's like a pattern. If you're not, make sure you think, or the way you tell the story to yourself, this is the way your body and your emotion react. So if you tell yourself, oh, I was too much for her, she was a really good friend, but I was the one who too much, so I'm the one who ruined that friendship, it will make you feel guilty and blaming yourself. But maybe you try to say that in different way, tell the story in different way. For example, she was a great friend, I was a great friend as well, but our needs doesn't match, which is make her feel overwhelmed eventually. So this is way is more kind with yourself and help you in the future to choose people who has the same maybe way to show their emotional, or maybe their, you understand me, I think. So did you try anything else to help you to feel less lonely, since you tell me that that was your
Um, other than like feeling lonely, I just shared my feelings with my mom as well, and I was like, Mom, I'm feeling lonely with my family, because I think I wasn't really connecting with them as well, because they were very busy at that time when I needed them, and I was like, why is everyone so
what,
busy
yeah.
all of a
Yeah.
sudden when I need
Mm,
them?
mm,
So it was like, it just, I think some things, like, they add up,
mm.
like the little things in your life, they start adding up, and then all of a sudden you find yourself
You're
in a situation where you're like, help, you're feeling
like
a bit
you're
like
fighting alone
you're
and you're,
fighting alone,
yeah,
and you're like, what is happening? I don't understand.
yeah.
So then she was like, oh, I'm so sorry, and she comforted me a little bit,
Mm,
but I think she also couldn't fully understand why I'm feeling this way,
yeah.
but at least I shared it with her.
But you told me that nowadays you feel there are people around you who really appreciated you, who really loves
Mm.
you. Do you feel
I feel
that?
like I connected more with new people, and they have shown me love and care and support.
Okay.
They have helped me when I ask them.
Mm-hmm.
They are there for me when I need them. I mean,
Okay.
I don't want to rely on them too much, but I feel like, yeah, like they care about me.
I see. So nowadays, do you feel for you your previous friendship still affect the way you connect with your new friends or new people around you, or you feel like you detach from the previous friendship?
I feel like I definitely detach from the friendship. Like, I don't feel a lot when I see this person,
Mm-hmm.
but I just, when I'm in making a new friendship, I want to be a little careful. I also learned a lot about like my emotional patterns. Like, I think I get too attached to people easily
Okay.
and too quickly. So
Before
I
you,
think it's not good for me, because you
mm,
never know who's going to stay in your life and who's going to leave.
yeah,
So I should just maintain a distance and emotional boundary, that this person cannot come further than this to me,
it
or I
seems.
cannot go further than this to them.
Yeah, but it seems like you try to protect your heart from getting hurt again. So, from your words, let me break this down to make sure I understand you. You feel like when I get to new people, I'm trying to put like emotional boundaries, so I don't want to attach to them, because I will never know who gonna stay and who never gonna go. What if I get close to them and they suddenly uh, decided to walk away of my life? What if it's gonna happen? So do you push people little bit away from you because you try to protect yourself or your heart, or
Yeah,
or
I
you are
do.
not pushing them but you
I I
remember?
I don't really push on purpose, but
Mm,
I try to, yani, like, keep some boundary, like maybe don't talk too often, or don't hang out too often with them, or something like that.
if
But like when I do meet
mm,
them, I do greet them, see them, like smile at them, and
but
like
you're not
enjoy my.
trying to put effort to get
But
out with them, put
don't put like
plan.
too much effort, yeah, because I don't know if, first
Mm,
of all, I'm not sure if it will be reciprocated the same way.
Okay.
And also if um like I don't know what the other person in front of me wants.
Okay.
Like if they want like a close friendship, if they want a distant friendship or what. So I'm still trying to
So
figure it
how
out.
do you decide it if you find, for example, a great friend and you wanted to be close to them? Not just, like just superficial friendship. You wanted to go out with them. If you feel that way, how do you deal with this? Do you talk to them like, do you want to go out, or you feel like, no, I don't know, maybe they don't want to be that close? So what you do?
I think I do try to put in some effort, but I don't like it's not like an everyday. I think I may don't make it like an everyday thing, like
Mm,
everyday chatting, everyday calling, everyday hanging out. It's just like a
mm,
from time to time, like give I think I put more space
okay.
between like people now.
Yeah,
Give
okay.
them space and give myself space as well to
Mm.
breathe, to process my emotions, to like
Even maybe to give them chance to move forward too,
yeah, to
because
give them a chance to like I don't know how they feel, like
yeah,
to make them also understand their feelings.
okay.
So
I
yeah.
understand. It sounds a good idea actually. You telling me that you're not pushing people away, at the same time you don't put high expectations on them.
Yes,
Like,
high
okay, we're gonna
expectations.
be a great friend. No, you are realistic more now. You just see things how it's developed, if they put effort as well, if they want to be close, and then you do the same. You are not become the one who put effort and put high expectation, and then you feel like, oh, it doesn't work, or they walk away. I think it's
Yeah, someone
mm,
recently told me like don't expect anything from anyone,
mm,
which was like a very like it's a good advice in my opinion, because
mm,
when you put expectations, you never know who's going to meet them and who's not going to meet them. So oftentimes you end up disappointed.
yeah,
So I think this is also a way to protect yourself
yeah,
from any like future disappointments. But
actually,
some people,
mm,
they I feel like they exceed your expectations and then you start to expect from them.
yeah.
And then still I think you should don't not expect anything from them, because you still don't know if they will meet your expectations consistently.
Mm, I understand you actually. Uh, and this is really sounds like something mature, but
Mm,
as you mentioned, sometimes people already show you a lot of kindness, a lot of care. So even if you don't want to put high expectations, but the way they treat you, the way you deal, you make you accept good things from them. So if the opposite happening, it's maybe break your heart because, okay, they did that and that, so you just assume they will do the same usually.
mm,
But the way maybe to make it realistic, when someone show you care, kindness, they treat you in good way, I think it's normal response to accept good things from them. You
mm,
understand me? I mean, if someone rude to you, is always unkind to you, you will accept they will hurt you next time. So the opposite things, when good things always they show you good things, you will accept the good things. But you should remind yourself they only human, they are not machine. I mean, people sometimes they have the energy like 100% to help you, to show up for you, but sometimes they human beings, so they maybe went through something, they unstable emotional, something bad happened to them, maybe they are not in their
yeah.
full energy. So when they 100% energy, they can give you and show you love maybe 90, 80, 100%. But when they, for example, 10% that day or that time, they maybe can show you less care, like. So to make it easier for you, you should remind yourself, okay, I have a good friends, they have these good qualities and that, but they are just only human being. Sometimes they cannot be there for me, they cannot show.
Mm,
So when you told me that you wanted to rely on yourself more, you wanted to be independent, you don't
yeah.
want, I don't want what happened to you to cause you like trauma, something scaring of, oh, if
Um,
I ask for help, if I text them, if I call them, I will be burdened. I don't want to have this way, because you are not burdened. Don't look at yourself this way. But at the same time, I want you to remind yourself, I can meet great people, great friends, I can make a lot of good relationship, but they only human beings. So I have to have my way to support myself when my friends or my family unavailable for me. You remember? You told me that time you felt lonely because your family was busy. Maybe some of your friends, they didn't show up because they have their own personal issues. So that time you felt like, oh, I'm the only one who's fighting. So what I'm trying to say, it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to call your friends, to tell your mom that you need emotional support. But at the same time, I want you to have your own way when you cannot use your family, not use your friend. This is not the right way. When you
mm,
cannot contact with them, when you cannot find this, you should now, how can you help Nabiha to feel connect, to feel she's still someone value? So it's nice to have nice friends who confirm you, who telling you how much you mean to them. But if something happened, people are human beings. Sometimes for some circumstances they walk away, maybe they travel, maybe because at some point they feel they cannot,
mm,
you know continue in this friendship. So I don't want your value resource to be the just only friends or just only my family. You have to have your own value, as you tell me that you work on your inner self, you did reflect. So at the time when you feel that you need to feel reconnect with yourself, you already know yourself enough. So do things that make you feel better, do activities that you like. Maybe you can do journalist things that can recharge your soul. You understand me? So at the same time, it's not make you someone who really scared, I don't wanna to be attached to them, but you're a realistic person and a strong person. So whenever you need them, you are not scared to ask help, because you know the people who really care about you, who really value and loves you, they will never feel you are burden at this, because you have your own things. So sometimes you do your own things, sometimes you talk to them, so everything become like in balanced way, I think. So, what do you think? Do you think you can manage this mindset?
yeah, maybe I can try to adopt it more.
Okay, because I don't want you to live in way you are scared, and you try always like, oh, I don't want to text it. I need help, but I don't want to ask, because asking for help is something requires to be brave to do it, because a lot of people, they need help, they need someone to rely on, but they scared, they don't want to get attached, they scared, maybe they feel we are burdened, and then they just really hurt themselves by themselves before people even hurt them.
Mm,
So what do you think of this suggestion, and what's in your mind?
um, suggestion?
I mean, this is idea. If you want to create new friends, always just remind yourself they are human. So you're not scared that if sometimes they give you like 9% of their energy, sometimes high, sometimes low. So this is make things more realistic to you. But I mean,
Right.
in general, now in friends, how do you feel nowadays?
Nowadays, I feel good.
Mm,
Like I'm trying to be more intentional with my friendships.
mm,
I think I'm not very emotional, I think, or even if I am, I'm trying to like at least catch that moment where I'm being very emotional
mm-hmm.
instead of intentional, because you never know what the other person is feeling. Like maybe they are just like, maybe they don't really want the same thing as you, or maybe they just like,
Yeah,
they just, I don't know.
I understand
walk
you.
away from your life or whatever. I don't know how they feel basically.
Hmm.
Or maybe I'm not very close to them yet, so like I don't really know them that well. So I think I'm being a little intentional
Hmm. So,
now.
do you want to put like one goal that help you to overcome these feelings? Because you said now you feel much better, you don't feel lonely. So, with the feelings that you feel now and you want to work on it, something that you feel like this is the problem now. I'm not lonely, I'm not sad, but what things that bothering you in
I
this
think
moment?
when I feel like emotionally loaded,
Hmm.
like basically when I feel when I'm going through a lot of problems, I naturally tend to like reach out to people, like,
Hmm.
which is a little like new for me, because I remember like a year ago I would never really do that. Like
Hmm.
I was very secure, and I never thought like I needed anyone, or if I did,
Hmm.
I would just call like my family,
Hmm.
and they would comfort me, and that's it. I didn't really rely so much on my friends.
Hmm.
But over time, for this one person, I started relying on her,
Hmm.
and I think I it wasn't the best idea, obviously. But yeah, I want to work on not getting myself attached to anyone, or not relying on them emotionally too much, or like not relying on them emotionally at
So,
all, I think,
so you are trying now. The problem is
because
you.
I'm scared of getting hurt again.
Okay, so you're telling me now you're not feel lonely, you don't feel that sad anymore, but the problem is you try to make sure in the future you don't want to rely emotionally on someone.
Mm.
So what do you mean by that? You don't want to rely emotion on them. You mean if something bad happens or you went through trouble, you don't want to call them or text them or hi.
Yeah, I don't want
Hmm.
them to worry about me, because I think I can, if it's something like a problem or something and there's a solution for it, I think I can just solve it myself, and I don't need to tell anyone. And
Hmm.
if it's like a problem, like just some stress or something, I think it's unnecessary to share it with someone.
So my question is, if you have close friends, you really care about them, do you prefer if they share you what, I mean, if they went through hard time, hard period in their life, do you want them to share with you even though you don't have solution? For example, if they have maybe financial problems or maybe family problems, something that you cannot go and solve it for them, but they they choose or decided to keep that with themselves without share with you because oh they don't want to make you worry about them. So you're gonna feel okay. I'm talking about imagine someone very
I
precious to you.
think, yeah, because I am a naturally caring and empathetic person. Like
Okay,
I also feel like I care too much about people. Like
okay,
when I feel like someone is special, someone is nice to me, I generally genuinely want to care for them.
yeah,
Like if you call me at 2 a.m., I will be like picking up their call. I will be there for them, because I know that, because I've been in situations where you need someone even at 2 a.m., 3 a.m.,
yeah,
or you're fighting your own battles and you don't know
okay,
what the next day is going to look like, and you like need someone.
okay.
And because I've been through that, so I know what it's like to be in that position. So I'm very open to anyone reaching out for me for anything, even
So
if it gets too much for me.
so
But
you're willing to give this type of caring, and if they didn't, probably will feel worried about them. So you're willing to give, but you feel you are not deserved to receive this type of caring, this type of feelings.
yeah, it's unfortunately because I'm scared of getting hurt again, because I don't know who actually cares and who doesn't. Like
Hmm.
maybe they are just being kind on the surface and they don't actually care.
I got you. I understand you, to be honest, but I think you deserve to receive this pure energy, pure love, pure caring, to be honest. if someone has the ability to give love, to give care, and to pick the phone even 2 a.m., 3 a.m. because I love these friends, I care about them, I want to be there for them. I think it's fair enough to receive the same care. So if you meet someone, they didn't have maybe, let's call, the power or the ability to give this type, does not mean there's something wrong. I just wanted to mention this again. This is mean maybe this is the way they deal with the problem. Some people, when they went through something, they prefer maybe to deal with that, so they expect that you will do the same. But at the same time, the way you think, the way you feel, there are another people who have the same needs, the same way they show the caring. Have you heard about love language before?
Yes,
Yeah,
I
so
have.
yeah, everyone has their own love language. For example, if you someone who receive love by gift and that stuff, and then you meet someone who prefer to show their love maybe by service, like he help you, takes things, help you with them,
Acts of
and
service, yeah.
yeah, exactly. So you will feel okay. They don't talk your love language. Maybe you met friend that they don't talk your love language, you know. So that not mean you will never meet someone who really love to show their love by, just call me whenever you want me. I will be there. I enjoy when you sharing what's going on. This make me close. They're type of people who have the same values, the same way they show their loves and caring. So in my opinion, I think you still get a little bit hard on yourself, but you did a great job by trying to be fair with yourself. I'm not the one who, but I think it will be great if you still work on it so you can heal and you can receive the love that you really want in your life without feel you asking too much, because you are not asking too much. If the previous friendship make you feel you asking too much when you want your friends to show up for you, want to show up because you're telling me you willing to give this type. You are not saying I'm the one who just I deserve
Yeah.
this.
Actually,
Yeah,
I value effort a lot. Like I know what effort looks like. I feel like it's like when someone makes an effort for you, you make an effort for them back. It's mutual. So
yeah,
it's like if someone is doing something for you, you're supposed like it's natural like to expect it and like to do it for them back.
yes, I
So I
understand.
value effort a lot. Like there are some values about me that I discovered that I value in a friendship, in a
Wow, this
maybe
is.
in a relationship. I've never been in a relationship, but maybe in the future as
Mm-hmm.
well.
So I think this is great now because the previous friendship even highlighted the values that you wanted in your life. So next friendship, I think you will be more awareness of what you really want and what you are looking for in the friendship, because you
Mm,
are aware, you have the awareness of your needs now, maybe even better from the previous friendship. You understand me? So
yeah.
what if we put like a smart goal that you can follow, that can help you? Try to write down the values and needs that you need in the friendship and what they
Okay.
look like. So next time when you meet friends, you at least looking for specific values that match your values. So which makes you in the same page. You are not gonna feel you are too much or they are too much to you. What do you think of this
Mm,
suggestion?
I think yeah, maybe I could try this with a new person that I'm
Yeah,
interested in being friends with.
yeah. This is nice. I
Maybe I
love
can
it.
ask them like, how do you feel? What do you like?
Yeah, ask
What do
them
you value in a friendship? Like,
and what it's look like. Do you prefer callings or how you even you show your caring and how you receive to make sure that you talk their love language too. Maybe because
mm,
maybe you call them, you text them, but this is not the way they feel. They how can I say they receive love or caring. So next time is not interview, but it's like you try to make sure you are the same page with the same person, and it's not gonna make you feel you hiding, you trying so hard. So try this, and maybe you can continue do journalist. reflecting on yourself, because
Journaling.
today, after I'm talking to you, I feel you are doing much better from the next, previous session. You feel more optimistic, alhamdulillah. You feel even more awareness.
I feel like
Mhm.
I've let go of the friendship, but I really, if there's like any, like, if I'm feeling sad, it's obviously because I miss that person,
Yeah, and I think
and it's
it's
normal.
your
Like,
feelings are
I'm aware
valid.
that it's normal that I to miss someone
Yeah,
that you were so emotionally attached to.
exactly. So, do you have anything you want to add it before we ending our session?
Mm,
Take your time.
um, I think I also want to,
Mm.
like, find out if like people are trying to like manipulate me in a way,
Oh,
or something.
okay. How do you, where this idea come from? Is there
The
any
thing is,
specific?
I just feel like like maybe my friend, like, even though she didn't feel the same way as I felt about her, like, I'm not sure how much of it was real or fake, or like, was it genuine, was it, how, like, what was it?
Do you mean you are confused because they was kind and then they didn't feel the same, or what do you mean exactly?
mm,
Can you explain more?
like, she was very nice to me, but I don't know, since she didn't feel the same way about me, I felt like maybe she was just
Pretend.
pretending.
Oh, you feel maybe she was pretending. You know, this is a huge assumption because we don't have the proof what people exactly that time was feel. But in my opinion, if you feel you scared that what if people they show caring and then they suddenly walk away, that mean they just manipulated me. How do I know if they genuinely care about me or they just
Oh
pretending?
yeah, how do I know if they genuinely cared about me, or they were just yani, they were just there temporarily and
I,
just yani, okay, bye
yeah,
bye.
to be honest, I think this is part of your getting hurt again. This is the way your mind try to protect you. So first of all, your mind telling you maybe if you put boundaries, you don't rely on people at all, don't ask for help, which is something very extremely to do, to try to protect you. So the other way, your mind maybe try to protect you by telling you if we can know from the beginning who genuinely loves us, who genuinely wants us, and who maybe we can protect you from getting hurt. But you will never know if someone what their intentions. The
Hmm.
only things can help you just to go along with them, to see the situation and the way they treat you, if they consistently kind to you, if they consistently show up or not, because no one can pretend forever. Yeah, but if you went through a relationship and you're scared they pretending maybe they are not true, you will lose the moment. You cannot be there because you scared too much.
You
So that,
cannot enjoy the moment. Yeah.
yeah, enjoy the moment and write down that all your feelings that you have, because I think when you go through something like friendship in I don't want to call tragedy way, but let's say hard way, makes your mind feel,
Hmm.
there's, especially you felt very hard emotional, your mind tries so hard to protect you for not feeling the same way again. So it tries to change every way you take before to be in that friendship. Maybe you was very optimistic about people, don't be optimistic. Maybe you put high expectations, don't put high expectations. Maybe you believe every moment. So when we got hurt, we start thinking maybe they didn't feel the same way the way we feel. No, it's not something you have to worry about it, because as I said, sometimes things at the beginning well, and then people maybe realize their needs are different and they feel okay, maybe you cannot continue. But I don't want these things to prevent you from being in
Hmm.
good
Definitely,
relationship.
yeah.
So give it a try, be brave enough, and at the same time just be awareness of what's going on, the way people treat you the way people, if they consistently kind to you, or maybe if suddenly you already have uh, experience when you and people sometimes stop in the middle and they say, I don't want to continue this. So now you are mature enough, and you know, even when you have a good friendship, you know, maybe someday or maybe somehow they will. I'm not telling you to be pessimistic. I'm just saying you
Yes,
are open to everything. You are not
open to
just,
everything,
yeah,
and I
open to
should not take
everything.
it personal.
Yeah, you know, people, human being, they have their own world. You never know what's going. It's
I
not about,
understand.
so not take it personally, which has hurt you now, because at the beginning you felt it's all about you. To be honest, it's all about them more. People treat you in the way how they really feel, you know. So, but so we don't have a magical way to know what people genuinely feel. You can just pray
Yeah,
to have
and
a good
pray to meet
people.
good people
Yeah, good people with good intention, with genuine intention.
with genuine love and
Yeah,
care.
and don't make this idea make you scared about to make a new friends.
Mm, inshallah, I will try to
So
think like this.
how do you feel so far? And we already put our smart goal. You will try to write down the values that you're looking for, and before you engage like emotional with any new friendship, you will make sure they have the same intention to be close, or maybe they have the same values, and you'll not let what happened in the previous friendship make you hesitated to ask for help, or even to accept to receive the pure energy that you give back. So
Yes.
do you want to edit anything?
No, that's it. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much, Nabiha. I'm looking forward to see you in our next session, inshallah.